Okay. AC 27 and 27 critical threats. His AC is 28 plus tower shield is 32 minus 2 for the charge is 30. So he's not hit. But they were still really high. So
You said axes?
these guys have great swords.
Okay, sorry.
This group has axes, and this guy's got a great axe.
Critical. I'm extra
Yep.
screwed.
Nope. He ran over one guy and basically killed him, and a couple of guys tried to get by, and he has entered the fray. That was satisfying. Now that I figured out how to use his feats properly. Yep.
Beat ass.
Beat ass indeed. Poison gas. Capra. It's starting to enter this upper area that you're in. You may have a round or two as the poison gas is... What map am I on? Stairwell.
It's coming to get me.
It's seeping down.
Advance, change direction.
No event this round. What was HF on Duggan?
Holy fuck. I don't know.
Hand and foot. He flew over and was looking at
the did he pick it up, or did he try to pick it up?
No, he hasn't tried to pick it up yet. What was HF? I don't know. Anybody? No, I don't know.
Don't remember, man.
I made a note.
Ox, you always know the answer to these things.
Stream, anybody on the stream, really?
We should be able to know this. The Hobgoblin Fire. He's basically on a burning rooftop.
I'm flying.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the HF was. It was Duggan. It was on Dugganschmirph. It was something related to what he did or something. But anyways, what are you doing, Duggan?
He's gonna telekinetically pick up the suspicious barrel 2.
Okay, so how much weight and how far can you move a thing?
He can lift 700 pounds, and he can move it 90 feet and around.
Okay, so where is it moving?
Mind the barrel, folks.
You have the little extra distance, so you can move it up a little bit.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't go slowly. It goes at the speed of one of his fucking bullets.
So it's being exploded into the hobgoblin archers?
Yes, because both the target and the ammunition both take the damage.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
So AC 31.
You do damage to the troop of hobs.
So the troop of hobs take 35, and I imagine the fun gets released.
Yeah.
Fun might also take 35.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm okay if they take 35 because they're hard enough to kill.
Kill them eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't take damage from physical things, so.
Oh. They're ticks. When you flick a tick across the room, you think it dies? No, it laughs at you.
Yep.
Have me back.
Oh, yeah. 35 damage?
Yeah.
You almost crush half the hobgoblin archers with the exploding barrel. Kind of just like swath right through their group.
Oh, so just fireballed this stupid guy.
And then this screaming erupts into the night as angry, horrid ticks begin to do their work. Yeah, you have sure showed the menace not to come into your neighborhood and start fires.
Right, so he's no longer invisible. And he's going to move away from the fires.
Thank
He sees it.
you are now chasing Capra. Like
He's flying up a little higher over the fires. And
Okay.
just like that way.
Yeah, you do see the gangly creatures onto the roof.
Yeah, I want to stay away from those things, sir.
And that was an attack roll, so you did turn visible.
Yeah, I should have. I'm waiting. Yeah, I took it off.
All right, the bone naga is going to like climb along the stacks, and it's going to rip a fireball into the into the tunnel that you went down, Capra. Wham! Some flames lick at your behind for 23 damage. Reflex save 18.
ah. Natural 20.
Okay, so you take 11 fire damage.
Capra does not evade because he's not an evadey guy, and I'm just checking my resistances.
Resistance.
The resistance. Okay, 11.
Warehouse. Dee Dee is going to. Everyone be brave! These guys are bad! Nice. That's a +2 bard song. And then from downtown, she is going to fire a sleep arrow at the big ogre thing.
Sleepy ogre.
She's trying to help. Special arrow, bard song, and okay. And then Dee Dee's. So many tabs. Dee Dee's attack with her own bard song. +16 longbow. +18 with bard song. And she's invisible. Minus range, because I think she's in second range increment. AC 23 on the ogre. Hits the big ass ogre. The big ass ogre. Oh no, no, no.
Your hit dice won't save you against this nonsense.
Oh, is that...
5 max kind of waste refill save if he's good. More likely 3, 4.
Oh, that thing only works when it's raging. Fuck. +4 will save.
There we go.
It falls asleep.
Go to sleep with cakes.
And Dee Dee appears. Yeah, I got him!
Oh.
Oh no, Amadeus is in there! Taylor.
She's going to move. No, she's gonna open up from there on the group.
On the mob? Okay.
Yeah.
The people that are surrounding Amadeus and trying to pull him apart.
Yep. Okay. Taylor is gonna do that, and I've got mines. Okay. All right. What's the AC again?
The AC of this angry troop of executioners is 26.
11, 12. It's 12. It's 12. Okay. Fuck me. All right. So you said 26?
Mm-hmm.
No hits.
You whistle some arrows.
And I crit miss.
Yep.
Do your unarmed damage to self.
Non-lethal. Does Cog and Taylor take non-lethal?
I think I do actually.
because they're fine joint work and they're living construct status.
Being subject to mind affecting. Yeah, she takes non-lethal.
Okay,
That's
so roll D3 plus strength.
that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, guess what? Because
She steps on a
Fuck.
nail. Damn.
that's strength. This strength of course is 4. Strength is 4. Yeah, there we go. 7 damage.
Okay.
Yay!
Mistra.
Fuck.
Mistra is going to spring attack the first guy.
Which guy?
And she moves forward.
Mistra's gonna spring attack that guy. Move over here. Kadoosh.
Okay, she can move that far. Oh yeah, the crazy.
I've got bedazzled horseshoe.
Okay, yeah.
Goon. All right. Mistra, I believe, is a plus 15 to hit, and is going to headbutt this dude. Headbutt this guy.
Guy's wearing full plate underneath his big red robes.
He doesn't choose to hit much, but that's fine. She hits AC 19.
Bring fucking cow. We'll eat it tonight. You didn't understand what you said. Okay, Sunny outside. Wind wall still going.
All right.
Oh no, Sunny in the
Sunny in the outside entrance.
outside entrance.
The druid's still here. The war golem is coming. There's mobs, and this is where into the
Yeah, you can see the ogre is kind of like slumping. You can see his butt. He's sort of slumping in the doorway like he fell asleep.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, there's a huge, like, yelling, echoey mob of angry people that have moved in there, and you can hear more singing and chanting towards the five-faced god and down with the boopers.
Yeah.
Horses are now bucking and panicking.
Okay, we're going to. What I should have done last round, and I didn't because I'm an idiot. Because spell gauge really isn't that useful, but I had to try it once. Use the spell. I'm going to cast Arcane Sight.
Okay.
And I'm going to concentrate on the druid.
All right. Saving throw or no?
No.
The druid is a divine caster.
Mm-hmm. And functioning spells, you determine whether it is a caster, arcane, or divine, and the strength of the most powerful spell or spell ability currently has available to use. Which I should have done against the wizard, obviously.
Do you get all the spells she's got on her, or just this?
No. I get the auras of functioning spells in terms of power, and then I get what she has in the tank, and I get a shit ton of detect magics, all shit in range, 120-foot range.
Yeah, she has a mixture of abjuration, transmutation on her. She does have a spell running on her club,
Okay.
and then she can cast fifth circle spells.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You also know that there is a magical creature inside of her head.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like with your sight, like you're seeing into her and catching all of her magic, and she's a divine caster, but there is this little magical slug. It's kind of like this little loop inside her head. It's like it's climbed into her ear pretty damn deep.
So I've also seen this in a scribe, but I would like to take my last action to think about how, if I wanted to, without breaking the head open to get to the slug?
Well, you set yourself on fire last time.
It would require surgery, and you probably need to figure out a way to make the slug inert, because the danger of performing surgery on that thing is it might just burrow deeper.
Right.
So-
I blew up my face. Was how I took care of the problem.
You know that Cog is a battlefield surgeon, or at least he was before, like in the wars, the ancient wars before. Yep.
Okay, I'm about to hit a tree, and nobody's currently looking at me, and that's the way I like it.
Okay, the Totentan skeletons that have been left alone.
Oh, just explode already. Just
They go chasing after Desaad. One move. They end up kind of down where the slug is, but they are running down after where they saw Desaad go, and then this other group kind of climbing through the rubble, and they move to about here. Okay, mummers. They're flying around. These flying clerics are fun.
Get in here. Come on, get line of sight.
This mummer is just going to reposition. It's basically there to support the bone naga. This one's actually going into the tunnel, but keeping back from the
El Kaplui.
Yep, from his skeletons. He might be the one that's commanding that group. Yep. And then there's one inside the building. Really don't like that construct.
So what are your contracts outside doing, Adam? Is breakdancing or something?
Well, they were reacting to the fight, and now I'm not looking at them anymore, so they're kind of just doing their last motion.
Yeah, these two mummers are kind of flying around. They're avoiding making too much contact with the building because there's a bit of like leaking aerosolized poison that is pouring out of the top of the building and going down. So yeah, they've got a couple of flying mummers. Duggan is the only one that can... Oh, it's nighttime. Anyways. Okay. The War Golem. Going back to the outside entrance. That was its triple move.
I'm assuming the horses, back away from it.
Yeah, the horses are like trying to get into the bushes, and they're moving away, and it just moves angrily forward. Allies and neighbors, the urban druid and its companion. They finished their movement up to here. She undoes the wisp, like she's no longer following it. It seems to be a magic item. Like it kind of contracts and goes around her one of the bracers on her wrist.
Cool.
The lasso of shared flying or something like that.
I just imagine Sonny riding Mistra like he's Talos, just like standing on top. Like, I need the cow.
Trailing behind the cow.
Just being
Help me.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. I'm gonna write it down. The lasso of shared flight. There, I just made a magic item. Gangle creatures. Well, we don't like those burning roofs. And the whole point of us being here is no longer there, as we're supposed to guard the catapult. We see our mistress, the urban druid. We're going to start to move towards her. So they're going to hop down into the alleyway, and then these guys are going to hop down here and start making their way across the street. So we've got one group of gangle creatures that have made their way to the outside entrance. Cog.
He drinks the potion in his hand and he moves forward. Tella, be careful with that arm. Fucking third time I fix him. Let's 55. There we go.
Okay.
The skeletons are coming!
Desan, what are you doing?
Fuck!
Get exploded. Dude,
I need some fire! Give me some fire! Damn it. What?
You fireball him.
I don't have fucking fireballs.
What kind of wizard are you?
I'm not a fucking wizard!
All right, Das, what are you doing?
He had a potion in his hand. A scroll in his hand. Casts it, and that's that action.
Oh, Amadeus really ran ahead, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mark's back.
Hey.
All right, I'm just going to quickly deke outside. Actually, no. The mobs had to go, but they haven't really done anything yet. So outside, this group, they're angling. They're backing up a little bit as orders are being passed, and they're yelling that, let the boopers fight each other! And then these mobs, don't engage! Somebody brought war machines! They just end up singing about how the end of humanity will come when machines replace all the good works of the hands of man. And that like a fist, there shall be 10 fists for the 5 faces. And we are that fist.
Is there some sort of like?
No, it's this way.
Like a Shiva style multi-armed sort of art of
If it is, it's not common. It's a good question.
I see like the ultimate Jack bodybuilder with like just arms upon arms upon arms.
All right, the jury is trying to grab Amadeus so that they can hold him down to execute him.
They're trying to who's what now?
They're trying to grab Amadeus so they can hold him down so they can execute him with the blade of that they pulled off of their guillotine.
Okay.
I get AOs against any creature that tries to grapple me.
Okay, take your AOS. There are many creatures trying to grapple you, but they are acting as one.
As one, yes. Plus.
I think that'll line up well with his 1 AO.
I'm going to use my fortune point and want that AO.
Is that including Dee Dee's
Oh,
Bard
no,
song?
it's not. It's not.
Okay,
So-
+2 Bard song? Yeah, you hit. Ah! Yeah, one guy comes at you, you just stick your axe into his face, and you're chopping them and creating this circle around you.
Oh, the damage becomes a penalty on their CMB.
Yep.
Yes.
Plus 20. It's plus 20 plus 6. Plus 26. 29 points of damage, so minus 29 to your CMB.
Oh, fuck. Maybe it was the right person to go clog that. To clog that hole. Okay. I guess they could roll a 20.
Yep.
They could, you know.
Got him! He's too wild! He's a freak!
Yeah, you're looking for a 53, by the way.
Okay.
And just for the record, the tongue is out in full force.
Yeah, they're very frightened of the freak. Okay, the Hob Archers are... There isn't another barrel. That's the exploded barrel.
How are they doing? I think we might have accidentally not spawned the second swarm.
No, it's there. It's on right over top of them.
No, there was a
Oh, I see. Okay.
like, not that I want more of these things to clean up.
All right, the Hob archers are trying to run away from this swarm. They get to here, but the swarm also has a 30-foot movement, and they also took 1d6 damage for removing themselves from the swarm.
Because it's an awful, awful thing. It would be okay if they ran to the other troops for help, because that would be fine.
Hugs.
No, they're running in the general direction of home.
Oh, we're gonna spread bubonic plague to Hobtown.
Yep.
Right.
We'll be popular.
The resplendent engine of destruction, now having its proper commands, is now...
Has it been commanded?
Yeah, he went up and touched it last round. He flew. He double moved over and touched it. He had one move left. This thing is now driving up the ramp, destroying the gate, and it's just moving towards the entrance area.
Okay. Oh God.
The Bard song is morale bonus, right?
No, it's a competence bonus, I believe.
Oh,
It's a morale bonus versus fear, a competence bonus on the attacky side. The horrid swarm. Oh, Hobbs have got such wonderful warm blood. The horrid tick swarm does 46. You want to roll the 46, Mark?
Sure thing.
How does con damage apply to these sorts of things?
You know, I think the troops have cons, so I think they're just treated like a creature until
Until they get that breakup point. 15 damage.
Yeah, collectively, the troop of hobgoblins have 20 con. I doubt every one of the hobgoblins has 20 con, so... so it's 15 damage, and then they need to make their distraction. So now the swarm is in full gear. It's doing all of its biting. They need to make the distraction. They fail. This is against the poison. They make it. And then they take a d4 con. 1 con. And the distraction means that they are nauseated.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you're killing. You're killing them, Mark. Well, the tick swarm is, but you're...
Yeah, Duggan doesn't feel bad about killing these guys. They just set his neighborhood on fire. Okay. That was the swarm?
Yeah, it was a swarm. Then the construct hunters, Gainful Militant, and Jeremiah Smith. We're going to move around. Fear not, my brothers. This unholy house of unclean hands will soon be Vecchia, to be picked up in the streets.
Turning on these assholes in show.
Jeremiah Smith produces a scroll.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Does he have a big shoot me hat on?
The operative. Oh, that fucking sucked.
What you doing, buddy?
He flies to the construct. He says the word open, and the construct flap just sort of opens. He flies in and says close, and he goes inside the construct, and with his last movement that round, he produces a potion into his hand. I don't know if there's anyone there to watch it. Sunny's around here. Capra's inside. Duggan doesn't have seen visibility, so you may have seen like a little fucking flap open, but...
Is there slits on this thing?
There are.
There are?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
The brute squad and the ogre. The ogre is sleepy. Going back to the warehouse. The brute squad. One of them is going to go up to the ogre like, "Hey, get the fuck up!" And he ends up cutting the ogre for 1 damage. The ogre's is going to start to get up. I think Slake is being mobbed. Yep.
I believe the term is a dog pile.
We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. Sorry it's taking forever, but we're getting there.
Sorry it's taking forever. It's been like 4 seconds.
It feels like forever, all right?
All right, and Mister is being cut down because let's go back into the warehouse. Yeah, so these guys move. One guy moves over and tries to wake up the ogre. Others have surrounded Slake and then Mister. They're like, "Yeah, we'll eat it later. Get the smart cow."
That's the smarty cow.
All right, bunch of great swords go hacking at Mistra.
Uh-oh.
You see 25 critical miss and then a critical hit on the last one.
Yeah, those 24 is the AC without buffs.
Okay.
She's not buffed.
She's a cow!
She's a cow!
So 13 damage from the first hit, and then I'll roll the confirmation. AC 20 does not confirm the critical. And then Slake, the bunch of... so they moved. I think 2 of them get secondary attacks. These are roll 20s. They don't. And then there's a bunch of flanks on Slake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Oh, they're not 20 hits. Fuck. And doesn't crit. For 7 damage, which doesn't crack his SR. Or his DR, sorry. Bang, 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 bang. There's a bunch of swinging blades, and Slake is, you can have to do better than that, assholes. The ogre shakes himself awake. We'll say that's an action. Then he stands, which is another action. And then he picks up his axe, which is a third action. Capra.
Alright, so Capra doesn't know that the thing he's trying to kill just ducked away like a coward, so he's going to scoot out there, shoot 2 arrows at something that looks like it needs to die, preferably the wizard,
Okay.
and then scoot back into the hidey hole.
All right, so I'm going to go back outside. You scoot to the edge. You're right in the bone naga's face. You don't see the wizard, the invisible wizard that you shot really badly. This guy does have cover above you, and this guy doesn't. He's flying around.
I can fucking guy.
Okay.
How dare you fly around? I am...
The unfortunate thing about these priests is I think they're lightly armored.
I'm going to, again, use shocking arrows, because they are shockingly effective.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, AC 31.
Yeah, it's this guy?
The guy up top, yeah.
Okay. He's the one that came out last. He has this really wicked-looking dark wooden staff in his hand.
Perfect.
Like a big necromantic staff with red eyeballs in the skull.
Okay. Does it hit him?
Yeah, AC 31. Oh, he has Entropic Shield running, so 20% mischance on...
Not a critical fail on the second attack, and then hits. Alright, does he take... Which elements does he take?
All of it.
All the elements. Okay, so 2d8 plus 8d6. That's just fun to do.
You have all the elements running right now on your bow?
I've got shocking arrows, and I have a flaming frosty acidic bow. It needs to be sonic at some point. Yeah.
The Bow of Storms.
It's the giggle bow. It's the Kabbater is its official name. 18 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. So 68 damage from one attack. Does he have 68 more hit points?
58 plus 12 is 70, so he's got 2 hit points left. He needs to make a fortitude save DC 15 or die.
So 1 coming up.
His fort saves. These guys, the reason why they didn't go headlong in is
Not everybody is a guy who just beats our asses.
he rolls an 8. Him and his staff go drifting backwards, kind of dead in the air. The fly spell's just ding, ding. He's like floating gently. Well, that hit wasn't too gentle. The bone naga looks pissed off at that, and then you go.
Is the blood still flying, or is it just pouring out?
The what?
Is the blood coming out of him flying?
No,
as well?
it kind of like there was this cauterized frozen wound as the arrow is right through him, and the tip of the arrow is like burning several ways, shocking and kind of freezing the blood that is caught at the end of the arrow. It's like there's this light show behind his back. The staff slowly slips from his hand and tumbles down into the.
Capra's gonna take a moment to rub his eye teeth for
Yep.
the naga. Ah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, it's gonna come to get you. So you go deking back in. You running around, however, is now aggroed the skeleton mob that is down below. Not the one that's going after Desaad, but the new one that came in. Like you clopping around and yelling and giggling. You see all the skeletons looking up at you.
I was never here.
All right, so that was Capra. Agony in the big area. Yeah, this is not going so well, is it? I think Agony's going to use a fireball. And all Agony fireballs are big baller fireballs, so...
Mr. Fireball.
He pulls out the meta magic rod.
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Has he done this yet today? No, he hasn't.
He's did it once.
He's done it once.
Yeah,
he has.
fireball.
Okay, so he only has 3 big bada booms.
And he did 90 damage to the swarm, and the swarm didn't die.
Right.
Yeah, that was really like, oh shit. Oh crap.
All right, so I think we're going to do a bada boom
You can catch the red guys at the bottom.
here, catching Slake.
Oh, yeah, it's like heals anyways.
I think it misses Amadeus yet.
Hey, look, it's Slake. He healed. Slake is going to be like fully healed at the end of this bada boom.
27 damage, add another 13 is 40, and then add 16 from his powers is 56 damage.
Slake is fully healed. Ready
Slake
to kick
is
all the ass.
healed. However, 56 damage against the Executioner Brutes. These guys need to make... No, these are the guys in red.
They need to make your save or die, I think.
They're, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they all don't have any damage yet. Their reflex saves are +2. Failed. Don't know. Agony's DC is 16 plus spell level, which is 19, plus 1 for evocation is 20. They all fail. They all take 56 damage. They all have 40 hit points. They have 15 cons, so he killed all of them. Hey! I was fighting them! Fuck! fucking magic. The construct's like tinking a little bit from the sudden expansion of the metal, and he's some of the runes on Slake are glowing. Now the Executioner gang. So they take time and a half from this. Their reflex save, though, is pretty damn good. They fail.
Nice.
Oh,
They can't have that many hit points. Come on.
56.
This mob is a CR12 mob, Mark.
Fuck.
So 50. What was it? 56.
56.
Times 1.5 is another 28. So 56, 64, 84 damage to the mob.
Good time.
160, 100 and
It's 56 times 1.5, right?
68. Yeah, give me a second. 175 damage, and the mob has 161 hit points. So he just dispersed the mob. And there are 10% of them left.
There's like 6 mobs out there.
So there are 3 of their members that are left.
I have enough firebar for this.
And they're all the ones that weren't in the fireball.
Okay.
It's just a push. Hey, look, they all disappeared.
Now the ogre
Magic trick.
has a reflex save of +4. He didn't rage yet. He makes his save, so he takes 28 points of fire damage. All right, Agony pretty much clears the battlefield. There's a bunch of burned corpses. Some of them just kind of turned into ash and got blown away, while others are crying out and yelling.
Careful! You're going to destroy the items!
Agony just kind of gives like a little salute to Amadeus, like with the
Amadeus kind of gives him probably a smoking like.
But you turn around and there's this big ogre raising his axe. It's not its turn yet, but cinema. It's Amadeus' turn though.
All right, Amadeus is going to grab the ogre.
You can reach from here.
Sorry, step and grab.
Okay.
Plus 29 plus
Sorry. 5. Measuring tool.
Oh, I'm doing it one-handed, so I'll have to take a -4. So,
Adam, originally you had some of the.
Oh, I'm not blaming.
Yeah.
No. I am the one. I was like, if this is how it. I'm like, no. Mark brought it in. I will then use them.
No. The specific troop type.
Yeah.
I subbed the axe troop for the guys who are like wandering around to try to take heads.
Yeah.
For the Inquisitor troop, like they've got a bunch of minor priests kind of throughout and doing a bunch of stuff. So Amadeus, you spring forward towards the ogre now that there's a clear path through the bodies. And
got a 38.
And his CMD is 34.
Well, he is grappled then, and he will also take. The first one is con. He takes 2 con and 1 wisdom damage as I'm sucking on his head.
2 con and 1 wisdom.
Yep. Amadeus doesn't care about this no more. He's using everything at his disposal.
Get it off me! Get it off me!
That might be a problem after, I mean, the con will be a problem too, but...
Slake sees that Amadeus has that. He shakes his head and he's all glowing and is going to overrun this dude. basically end up here. Yeah. So he goes kind of basically body checking between him and Mistra. Hey, Drake. Slake now has, I believe, adamantine armor spikes that just kind of grew out of his body, like he left room for them. Not that he gets to add them with his overrun, but they're still mean. With the charge and the tower shield that kind of evens each other out, there is a bard song running. So the overrun 41, he overruns this guy, knocking him prone. 1d8 plus 13 plus 15 damage. 17 damage for the successful overrun, and then his AOO because it falls down. Mistra is actually earlier in the initiative, so she can take her AOO against this guy as he falls down.
Oh, this bastard. 26.
Yeah, you hear a satisfying crunch
Stomping.
through its full plate.
It's not plus 156. It is plus 15.
Wow, it's like epic cow.
25 damage.
So 25 damage.
It's like Ooker's cows or something. 25 damage. 42, you knock him out. So Slake overruns and then moves here. The guy beside him will take a AOO against Slake. He misses. So that's one action. Slake will end up in the flank and then just punch the guy in the flank with Mistra. 4 plus 20. Bard Song 22, flank 24. Charge you don't get it on all the attacks, right? Just the first. I don't think charge he could end up there. So he didn't charge, we'll say. So that's fine. Because he has to end in a line, and Mister was there.
Yeah,
Instead, he just overran and kind of moved around. Oh, -5. It's still a hit. 1d6 plus DD is 29. So he bloodies one of the other warriors. All right, that was Slake. I think so overrun, move, punch. He's done. Poison gas, Capra, you're starting to play chicken with the poison gas.
I'm just gonna stand really low.
Yeah, you're kind of right over here. It's like almost at you. Another 6 seconds, it'll be. I'm gonna move you back into the stairwell.
You got fly, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Good, because if not, you're gonna learn.
All right, outside is a Dugganschmirph flying around after he threw a horrible barrel of blood-sucking ticks at the hobgoblin, setting fire to your neighborhood.
All right. I moved when I shouldn't have moved last round, so I'll take it off this one.
Okay.
He is going to do another run. So 150. Come there. And that's all they can do.
Okay, you pass by the building that's been all shot up by the cannonball and a bunch of the Gatling gun. And you're flying around. This group really isn't paying much attention to you. There's this annoying archer that keeps on popping in and out of the building. That's what happens when you're like 10 inches tall. The naga. Oh yeah, the naga's coming in.
How you doing, Snake Buddy?
And it moves right up to Capra.
How you doing, steak buddy?
My new fangs are better. Look at what metal they are.
I'm guessing it's iron, and it's not warm.
It's cold, like the pleasure I will get from this vengeance. All right, so it starts to try to bite you, Capra.
No, please.
Rat poison sucks.
Don't get poisoned is the plan.
Don't get poisoned, Jeff. Don't get poisoned.
It starts with don't get bit. So this is the plan starts, fellas, with not getting bit.
Okay, no, that's the resplendent engine. I need the
engine of doom. Oh boy.
the spirit naga skeletal warrior.
AC 33.
That's a nat 1. Critical misses. Dex check or fall prone or be stunned for 1 round.
Don't know if it can be prone or stunned.
It can't be tripped, so it just ends up kind of face taking the ground off to the side, and then
Oh, that's embarrassing.
and then the stun. No, I think it's fine, but it just fucked up its attack. Dewdrop, you can hear her magic kazoo in the warehouse. Oh, so many of them died.
You fucking died.
She's gonna keep Bartzon going for another round, and she's also gonna cast her shield spell. Her once per day power as a pixie. She's got 21 rounds of Bardsong again. So shield. She hasn't put many buffs up yet. Yeah, she'll float forward too. Maintain is free. Cast a spell. Move. Oh, you should have stayed down, Ogre. Taylor?
Taylor's heard the words of the skeletons coming. He's going to GTFO.
Okay.
She moves to here. No. She'll go to about up there. That rubble, and then she'll open up on these guys. These are individuals, or are they?
These are individuals. These are survivors from the horrible, horrible fireball that Agony
something
roasted.
she can hit.
Yep. Yep.
Let's work our way up. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Plus 11, 15. 21?
Yeah, you hit these axe and bolo wielding hooded warriors.
First guy gets 17 damage.
Okay, you down a thug.
13 damage.
And you bloody a thug.
Move, that's it.
They look like they want to run.
She's done.
Mistra.
Actually, 15 damage and 19 damage. I forgot my humans. I've been not adding that.
They are humans.
Yes.
What was the damage? It's 15 damage?
It was 15 damage to the second one, yeah.
Okay. Mistra, there's one battered man and 2 others.
No. Mistra is mad. Hissing, spitting, kicking. She's going for our stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. She's trampling them all.
Okay. They need
smush
to.
smush.
They need to
They
make
get a reflex save, or they get to make an AO at a -4.
Okay, I think these guys are really aggressive with their blades. They'll take their AOs.
Okay. Mister's AC while moving is 28, and they have a -4 to attack.
Okay, they miss horribly.
Okay.
One of them would have hit,
Okay.
and then these guys are trying to get out of the way. They get reflex saves,
Yeah. DC 22.
so they need to roll 20s. They don't.
Okay.
They try to get to the door, but Amadeus and the ogre are in the way, and just a stomping, kicking bull.
23 damage to everybody.
All right, you kill these two gang members at the doorway, and then this guy is also slain, and these guys are bloodied. Do they fall down, or?
They don't fall down. It's just take damage or.
Okay, there's mad bucking. Ha ha! Look at her go.
Lunatics.
Sonny, you're still on the side of the.
Yeah. All right. I think Sonny needs to get himself into the. So they're not necessarily looking too close. So 2 moves gets me to the doorway.
Here?
Yeah, and
Yep.
then the 3rd move, can that get me to to the group?
So you go inside.
Yep.
Warehouse. And you've got
warehouse.
what movement?
90 fly.
So yeah, where do you?
I'm gonna fly up to Dee Dee because Dee Dee knows who I am. So
Okay.
Dee Dee will tell them not to kill the bat.
Hey, Sonny! It's Sonny! Look at how cute he is!
Sonny is miming as a bat trying to mime giant fucking robot guy.
Okay.
I know, Sonny! There's lots of things outside!
You get a quick little pet. There's
What is it, buddy? What's going on?
they're not paying attention to you, Sonny.
He's pointing. He's stomping.
No.
I know.
No rolls required. I'm just gonna go, nah. Alright, some angry looking skeletons come wandering in. And they come wandering up to Desaad.
Oh, fuck.
And 2 skeletons attack you.
Oh, you let them get all the way there.
Fuck you.
Oh, nat 20 with one of the skeletons.
Mirror image.
Okay, how many images? 3?
3 images, so 4.
Okay, one of the skeletons got one of your images.
Fucker.
They're all reaching towards you, but the way they're tied together, it's they're kind of like this now.
2 images.
They're doing a weird dance because they're all tied together with like 1 foot poles at their hips, kind of keeping them apart. But this one's flames are now kind of licking at some of the robes of the surrounding skeletons, and I'm going to say there's a 1 in 6 chance that accidentally one of these skeletons gets caught alit. If I roll 1, it's bad for Desaad. 2, okay, you can see little flames like.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I just got better. God damn it!
All right, the skeletons inside the building.
Oh god.
Are kind of bunching up below you. They're dumb, so
How you doing there, buddy?
they're bunching up down there, and we're gonna say because when they bunch, there's a 1 in 6 chance. Nope. The poles are keeping the flaming one away from the others.
3 out of the 4 could blow up the naga from the current position. Oh yeah!
All right. It's strange that if we go back to the outside entrance. It's strange that the mob are like, "Get in there, Booper! Meet your demise! Get in there!"
Huh.
And it's one move, two
Oh, God.
moves, it enters.
Fuck.
It's now
Yeah, Amadeus.
behind the ogre.
It's GTA 4 time.
You will be destroyed. It punches the ogre.
So,
I want to see this.
so Sunny, just in bat, is going like just the slump, like.
AC 36 against the grappled ogre. That's a hit.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to go defensive with this thing.
Does
Oh, shit,
27 damage to the ogre with a single slam. The ogre is raging. Or on its turn, it will. 7 is 6. It then begins to leak poisonous fumes in front of it. There is a fortitude save against the poison that the ogre and Amadeus need to make.
$31.
Okay, Amadeus, you managed to not be poisoned. And then the ogre. He should have a really good fourth save. He does.
Yeah, but that's
-1 from the con loss. He gets a 33.
Ooh, yeah, boy.
Allies in neighborhood. No urban druid. Urban druid. Casts a spell. I don't know if Sunny's around to see. No, he's inside.
Yep, he's.
And she's gonna. Let's see. That's half of her movement with her long strider. And then she gets half of the climb. So she's spidering along the outside, trying to get up to one of these vents to look into the warehouse.
Oh, you just poke your head out. You.
The Gangle creatures, they're let me just grab the others from the outside. They're going to end up where the current ones are. And then these ones, I can see the druid, so I'm just going to triple move towards the doorway here, spooking the horses some more. The mob are just circling. I think it's like they're waiting for something.
You can just sing hymns, watch the golems do their thing, and then if the ones they want are dead at the end, they declare themselves the winner and go home. Make
Yep.
s'mores. Like, job well done. Hey, showed them.
Okay. Inside is Cog and Desaad.
Okay. Cog. Move back! Tells that to the side. No shit! He's... Cog's going to drink another potion. Maybe by the time I'm done drinking, the fight will be over. Long arms. Yeah, there we go.
There's a tank in the front. Don't worry about it. The tank's kind of slow. We might be able to just walk away from it. Carry me to Freedom's Lake.
How do we deal with this thing? Oh wait, those two guys over here. Sorry, I was come up to them.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah, these guys just got bucked and kicked and bowled over by Mistra. Cog drinks a potion and approaches one. Okay. Desaad, you got skeletons clawing at you in your images.
Does he know does he know what does he know about that skeleton in the center? Like, have we seen it like take damage?
Capra shot one and exploded and blew up in giant boom.
Okay, so he's gonna move back.
It's big bada boom, 80 damage in a circle.
Move back.
Okay, there's 2 AOs from the skeletons. Nat 20.
Of course. I mean,
Skeletons.
I'll take a.
Somebody blow up the death machine.
AC 18, I'm guessing, does not confirm.
No.
What's your AC? What's your AC?
30 something right now.
Okay.
2 or something. But
you do lose an image.
No, fucking seriously. His image is now.
It's the old grandma skeleton.
2 barrels.
Okay. Which one are you firing at?
The fire guy.
Okay. What's the range of the gun?
It loses. It's 30 feet. Hold on. Hold on here.
It may not be a touch attack right now.
It's -2 and not a touch attack.
Okay.
Okay.
So with Mark's feed jumping in and out, it's really high risk for him to do anything sort of on, like picking your nose on stream.
Mark,
Really high risk.
Is there a way? Is there a way to Is there a place to web them? Like are the 2 posts or anything close that I can web them against?
There are these big pallets that you can create a wedge of a web if you wanted.
Okay, I step back, pull out a scroll of web, and I cast web along them. I web them in place.
Okay.
And the webbing is in front of the skeletons.
So it's like this, and I'm going to erase a bunch of it.
I know it's going to catch fire.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking about that, going, if I go flying down that hallway and we get stuck in this, I'm going to explode.
So yeah, there's a big wedge of webbing. What's the reflex save?
12 plus your, it's a scroll, you said, right?
It's a scroll, yeah. I didn't cast that.
Then it's 13.
Okay, all but the grandmother skeleton get caught in the web. And then the web immediately begins to burn.
I should be farther away than the boom.
Yeah, this part of the web is no longer there, and it's spreading.
I suggest you move, Agony.
The jury. You guys killed the jury. They never got to coup de grace any of you.
Good job, us.
Good for us.
Great shame that is.
Mildly upset at the executioners.
20-foot range.
Now we get to attach their blade to like a giant chain, and Amadeus can swing it around as some sort of weird decapitating improvised weapon thing.
Or Dugganschmirph can telekinetically throw it at people.
In a line. It's my line attack him with his head's falling off.
Okay, speaking of people in pain, this group of Hob archers, they're attacking with their weapons, and I guess they do have sources of fire, so they're going to make a
They have a
valiant...
move action because they're nauseated.
Oh, yeah. They're taking out their torches and ways that they were lighting their fiery arrows. The resplendent engine of destruction.
Do they?
It is starting to try to drive into the building.
We're not open.
Oh, hello.
Nobody home.
Oh, let's just implode the building on it. Does look like it climbs good.
I don't think it could fit, so we'll say it spends the round ramming the side of the building to see if it could try to get in. We'll give the building a fortitude save. We'll say it fails on a 1 or 2. The Steelrose Mill is a big fucking
Sturdy.
metal sturdy post that's driven far into the ground. It's good. It's all good. The horrid swarm is doing its work against the hobgoblin group for 11 damage. Another 1 con.
It's a slow die.
The troop has 73 hit points and even con 7 hit dice, so
14 point.
the troop is now dispersed. And the few members that are alive don't want to be alive anymore and are running away. Well, the ones that actually have the swarm on them are running and falling over as they're being eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to say 1d3 minus 1 hob escape. 1.
Perfect. That is the correct
One
number.
hob to go back and tell the
Tell
tale.
the tale of. Oh my god.
Reservoir. The sun was right.
Hold, my brothers! Be patient! Be patient! The wrath of the five-faced god will bring this place down!
Those guys are going to be such a problem because we're going to have nothing left, and the humans with the clubs come out.
They all begin to sing the glory of the five-faced god, and this mob actually retakes this building, even though there's not much cover, but they've now got a place to kind of run out into the streets. Hey, there's some boopers! So a move, and then some difficult terrain. They seem to be interested in attacking the really the illusory boopers that are they still there, or is that concentration worn off?
No, it will be there for 8 rounds after I stop concentrating on it. I only concentrate on it for 1 round.
Okay, so
they're there doing their last little like.
yeah. It looks like these two mobs are not. They're like, yeah, I got them.
So if I'm not concentrating on them and they strike them, they disappear.
Okay.
And they're like AC 8 or some nonsense. I can't remember exactly. So if they try to kill them, they pop away because they're figments.
Oh, ye of 5 faces, the wisdom of the patriarchs that wrote your holy words of destruction upon this scroll,
Oh god.
call forth the powers of the earth and of lightning.
Oh no.
Bring holy destruction down upon this domicile of abominations.
It's an earthquake, or it's a fucking destruction, or it's a something. What the
If he rolls a 1, he fails to cast the scroll
Storm of
properly.
Vengeance.
He doesn't roll a 1. And the earthquake scroll gets burned up and now rocks the Steelrose Mill.
Oh goody.
Who is still inside the main proper part of the building?
Totally not me. Shit. I wanted to go before this.
Capra.
Capra, it sounds like. All right.
I think that's it, yeah. The sod's in the warehouse. So.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
And the naga.
The naga, the skeletons that explode.
Exploding. Oh, that's such a
one-
bad place to be, dude.
One priest and a class.
Okay. I'm gonna. First things first, it does cause a lot of like old pipework, non-essential beams, bits of roof, like just junk hanging off the building, the vecchia, so to speak, to just come crashing down inside the building. Everyone still inside the building is going to take 8d6 points of bludgeoning damage as there's a bunch of crap that is coming down on your heads. That's 29 damage. The naga is also going to take this.
Is there a
And the skeletons are going to take this.
Is there any reflex?
save related to this?
Oh, there's a
or-
reflex save for half, DC 15.
All right. Okay, I don't roll a 1.
Okay, so Capra, you end up getting a pipe kind of stuck in your horns for a little bit, so you take
I'm assuming DR applies. 'cause-
14 damage. I'll let DR apply. Sure, it's not cold iron pipes.
Yeah.
BRB.
All right, the bone naga needs to make its save. It makes its save. It takes half its bludgeoning, so it takes 14, despite its 6 mirror images.
I'm kind of salty about the order how this happened because oof, like 1 pip later the initiative and yeah. Yep.
The skeletons, they have to make their saves. If they do, can they survive this? Give me a second.
I doubt it.
Skeleton. No, they've got 8 hit points. So the skeletons die, and then they explode.
The fiery one, does it have more or?
It has the same number of hit points as the
Okay.
others.
All right.
So this little guy explodes, and then these guys begin to explode.
So 3 of them catch Capra. The 3 of them also catch the naga.
Yep. That 4th one doesn't.
Yep.
Given that there's a bunch of stuff that's lying above them, I'm going to give you guys a +2 cover bonus to your reflex save because there's a bunch of trash that got dumped down on top of the skeletons as the exploding fiery skeleton sets off
Fuck.
Capra makes all 3.
sets off all of the powder kegs.
Capra's reflex save is currently +20 something.
Okay.
It's the lack of evasion that's the problem.
Yes, it's still pain.
Okay, those are the 3 powder kegs that explode and hit both you and the bone naga.
Okay, so 9, 8, and 8. So
25.
The bone naga also made its saves. The 2 of you are like, a bunch of shit fell on top of you. There's explosions underneath you.
Just for a moment, you're hugging each other.
Gouts of flame coming up through like the grating of the floor. Like, what was the total damage? Sorry,
it's 47 minus 11. 36. If you made all the saves.
36. Okay. Well, that hurt the naga badly. And then the building. The building is sturdy. Again, I think if I roll a 1, the Steelrose Mill is collapsing in on itself. It does not collapse in on itself, although a lot of the walkways and pathways are just clogged full of falling debris. Most of this is now difficult terrain inside this room. The shockwaves on the other side in the warehouse. Now, this warehouse looks pretty damn old as well. I'm going to divide the warehouse into 4 to see where some debris falls.
The priest guy. In the...
Oh, yeah,
Priest guy in the
that
warehouse.
guy's probably, yeah. So let me get the warehouse first.
Okay.
So 1 in quadrants, 1 is where the golem is, 2 is that line is stupid. 2 is where Didi and Tayla are. 3 is the Agony Dawson skeletons. 4 is Slake and Cog. There's a big beam falling where Cog, Slake, and the brutes are. Let's see. I'm going to roll 2d4s. 1 is Slake, 4 is Cog. To see who's getting the big-ass beam into the head. It's Cog and the Executioner Brute. Give me a DC 20 reflex save as like a giant metal crossbeam is falling from the roof and planging down to where you guys are.
Now, there anything here? Does heroism help?
Yes.
Yay! All right.
It gives you a +2 on your reflex save.
Yes.
This guy dies underneath the beam, takes 30 damage.
And then 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Gravity's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. It's supposed to be a 20, but
Here's what I know. That's a lot of full plate to sell.
yeah, I evade.
Okay, Cog rolls into a somersault and just rolls off to the side. Move Taylor to back where she is, and then that guy in the tunnel. Go back into the stairwell. Yeah, he took some damage. He took 14 damage from being jostled around in the tunnel. Right, well, the Steelrose Mill could have collapsed.
I got fucking exploded.
The operative drinking his potion because that sucked. That archer sucked.
I'm. See, I was over here. If I had 2 hero points left, I would have used the hero point to shoot him again. I only have 1 left, though.
15, 67, 57. It's not enough. He's got 1 more action left. He takes another potion, has it in his hands.
He's the fear god in him now, though. When he pops out of there, he knows that he have to see it.
No, this is D&D, Pantheons. He has a fear of gods. Okay, now we've got the ogre. The ogre that's being ogre handled.
And beaten to death?
Yep. He can attack with his great axe because he's in a grapple.
Correct.
He cannot.
He's going to rage.
Okay, get angry. Get angry. Go ahead.
Kraken, thanks for the follow, man. Cool name. Unleashed Kraken.
I was already typing that now and it seems derivative.
Here.
He's thrashing around and trying to get Amadeus off of him. Both of you are choking against the poison that's just leaking out of the Iron War Golem that is appeared at the doorway. And CMB while grappling. Randomly!
Thank you, sir.
Hey, randomly.
Look at all the gift subs, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support.
We still don't know why, but thank you.
Hey, that's cool, Kraken. Thanks for the compliment. We've been streaming. We figured out for almost like 4 years now, if not a little over around that.
I don't like to think about it. It makes me know how old I am.
Yeah.
In my head, I was old when I started this.
You could see Adam's weight coming to Marty as we all sort of slowly in shift sizes.
Hair is disappearing.
My beard getting longer and longer.
Absorbing.
Yep, absorbing. Favorite is Legends campaign. So this campaign, as well as many of the others, are all part of the same multiverse that I think it was either randomly or Fox or Drake that called it the Martyverse. There is the possibility of Mythic in some of these side campaigns, and then the Legends Planner War is going to be some crazy bonanza.
Just be awesome enough. Be awesome enough.
That's good. And we are coming back to that campaign too later.
Yeah, campaign's not done.
We may do some stuff in between, but I know that if I turned around to Adam, Ahmed, and Marcus and said, you guys ready? Even before I asked the question. Awesome. All right, what was I doing? I was going to try to break a goddamn grapple, or the ogre was. Marty doesn't care. The ogre is thrashing against the Amadeus grapple. 40.
You're off by 13.
You try 2 more times.
War machine, kill us both. He's trying to negotiate with you, Amadeus, to let him go.
Yeah, I've got my own ideas.
Okay. All right. So he spends a round actually like trying to negotiate with you, and then struggles again when you're not listening to him yell at his negotiation. He gets a 39 on his second attempt to break the grapple and doesn't.
Nope.
Amadeus somehow is just keeping this ogre pinned. I think you're like fish hooking him in the side of his face and his nostril, and then you've got your knee into his back, and your big tentacle thing is trying to like climb into his your tentacle tongue trying to climb into his ear, and he's down on one knee.
Yeah, he's in a bad space.
Yep. Oh, looky, Capra, as the building kind of collapsed on top of him, and then exploding skeletons came up underneath them. Bravery, Capra. You're very brave, and somehow have come out of this
I am not
scraped.
bloodied. I am close to bloody, but I am not bloody.
This whole area is, you're gonna have to like spend days to clean this place up. Like it has just got Vecchia, little bits of metal everywhere.
Shit everywhere. What happened to this guy? Because it's going to be important.
He's still in the tunnel, but you can hear him going, ah, ah! Like you can hear like
I hear screaming. Okay.
yeah, you hear somebody in pain.
Okay, I'm going to fly away.
Okay, the Naga will take its AOO.
Just as a that is the tunnel to where everybody else is.
Yeah, that little dark spot back there.
So I'm flying over here.
AC 28. Jump on.
No.
Okay.
No. All right.
It ends up biting like a little bent pipe that was in the way, and
Do I see anything down this tunnel?
yeah, you see this injured guy. It looked like a big piece of the ceiling fell on top of him, and he's getting up as like a rusty metal plate fell on his head.
Okay.
It's just a single mummer priest.
I'm going to use my rapid shot. I'm going to shoot him with the first arrow, and then I'm going to see what I do with the second one.
Okay.
If you can channel negative energy, you die, because it's going to take a while to kill this snake thing. All right.
Adam's very brave with Capra. There's this death fog coming down. There's an undead spellcaster, exploding skeletons.
If I can keep them long enough, the fog cloud will fill in,
Yep.
and then it will be bad. Like, it'll become safe. AC 31 against the mummer.
Yeah, the mummer priest, AC something like 19.
Okay, yeah. And all the elements work against him?
They do.
Okay, plus 4. AC 65.
65 damage. He kind of gets out of this trash. He stands up. He looks up, and then there's an arrow sticking out of his throat that has just splattered his throat open, and he goes back. He falls back into the tunnel, gurgling.
Perfect.
He's dead.
The other arrow, and I don't see the war machine trying to, like, that's too.
No, you can hear it though. But then there was an explosion. There's a ringing in your ears, and
yeah, there's a bunch of explosions. We're going to just fire that second arrow at the Naga.
okay.
I think I missed just everything.
Yeah, you missed, and you missed within 5 as well. So yeah, an arrow just hit some of the falling debris.
I'm going to flick off the Naga again, and then go flying down the tunnel.
So you moved, fired 3 times, and then moved again?
Moved, fired twice, and then moved. Rapid shot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then 60 feet down the tunnel.
All right, so you're in.
If I see those skeletons, I'm not getting close enough to them to explode again.
Oh yeah, you. So you're in the warehouse, but at a safe distance, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah, you've entered the warehouse, and you can see the web skeletons and the web starting to burn, and Desaad running away, and Agony going like,
Capra, you made it!
There's an army out there. There's big
Okay, Agony is going to drop down into his dragon style. He is going to expeditiously move forward. And he's going to claw. You know what? I don't think he can. He's got too much shit in his hands.
What does he have in his hand?
He's holding his pole arm and he's got his rod. So he sticks the rod away. He drops into his style and then will move to threaten. Okay, Amadeus.
All right, Amadeus is going to try to tie him up.
You taking a lash of your blood rope?
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to have to drop his axe to do this because I don't want to be doing this with a penalty. So.
Okay. Blink. Your axe drops.
40. Got a 44. Tied up.
Yeah, you tie up the ogre.
I wonder what kills you first, the gas or the golem. And then plus
He was
5.
He was trying to yell at you, but you just sort of wrap some rope around his face.
He got a 53 to move with his grappled opponent, but he really just wants to take a 5-foot step there. And basically, he's using the ogre to keep the golem at the door.
So you're corking the door with the
With the
raging barbarian ogre that's going to take a
Yes.
little bit of doing to punch through.
Hey, I like it.
Yep.
And I move myself out of the poison.
All right, Slake's going to overrun this guy because it's fucking hilarious. He will use a third round of rage for this. He's going to just boop, and he knocks the guy down. He does 1d. No, this is just 13 damage. I'm going to say Bard Song adds to this, so 15 damage. 38. Then it provokes an AOO. Agony and Cog, I believe, are threatening him. Cog, you've got an extendo arm right now or not?
Cog has long arms up.
Yes, he does.
So Cog can take his AOO. There's no flank, but the guy is prone. Like he falls
Marty,
prone.
just I did, because I'm still grappling him, I did another con point of damage and another 2 wisdom damage.
Oh, Cog. Let's see, hold on. Ooh, confirmed crit. Does he? What's his AC? Flank on his butt.
Prone 18.
Because I have a plus 19. I think I just critted him, and I'm gonna roll it.
Okay, so basically Slake bowled him over, and then as he was getting up, you hit him in the back of the head. Stand.
Oh. All right, fine. 2d10 plus 2d6 plus 30. A lot. 4. 54 damage.
You crush bones at the back of his skull, and he falls down dead. Agony, with his lizard-like reflexes, kind of like was going to hit in with his raven's beak, but then pulled it back when he saw that you had done the job. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a guy who's getting AOOs because I fell down between these 3 killers.
Nope.
Not a good place to be. Poison gas. It's a gas.
Smells bad down that hallway, though.
Stairwell. Okay. Poison gas is supposed to fill this entire place. It's the 3rd round. 2 more rounds after this. So poison gas got shut down to here. All right. Event. There is no event at this point in time. The Schmirph named Duggan.
Oh, Duggan. All right. Oh, I gotta switch maps. Duggan is going to try something he hasn't tried before. He flies to here.
Okay, there's a bunch of angry.
No, hang on. He can't do it this round because he's got to gather power. So he's going to turn invisible and then fly to there, and that's going to be his move.
Okay.
But I would like to know what is there as I.
Oh, Duggan, you've got the. You get him. Get that. Save the scrolls.
Okay.
He draws another one. Steal that shit.
He just starts yoinking.
I mean, I can't be too mad at them for just coming and earthquake the building. Because what if Adam was the wizard? That's what Adam
Yeah,
would
that's what Adam would do.
Spend the money, get the scrolls, we'll earthquake it from a distance and laugh.
Okay, Duggan, you get to over the edge and you realize that you're visible. There was somewhere around here, like you kind of flew forward. You could stop here, but your invisibility, you just sort of went through a barrier.
He'll stop there.
You went through a barrier, and you're not invisible anymore.
Okay, he'll stop there then.
Okay.
Shit. No, he's gonna trust that they're gonna do the human thing and just not look up.
Okay. You see, this mob is a little bit different. All these men have like close-shaven heads. They're dressed like militant monks. These ones all have clubs that are either fashioned to look like or are construct arms and legs.
Mm-hmm.
They've got holy symbols of the five-faced gods. Some of them tattooed onto their arms or onto their chests. A couple of them even have like dots on their forehead, almost like they achieve like a holy collection of dots when they get 5. Give me a perception check when you get to the edge.
Is this a fine detail sort of thing?
It's kind of like picking out the people that look different.
Okay. Second. Where are Google skills, for fuck's sakes? There they are. Plus 23.
Because these folk have learned not to wear funny hats if you're important.
Don't salute anyone. 39.
Yeah. So there are 2 archers. They are dressed differently, but their arrows are very specialized. And they have an array of them. They kind of remind you of Capra and like how many arrows they carry. They are lightly armored, wearing studded leather of fine quality. They are wearing robes to try to blend in a little bit, and you're kind of picking out these 2 guys, both human.
Okay.
And they seem to be eyeing the front of the building with great hatred. One of the monks, who is just sort of brushing off his hands as something is swirling around him, it looks like it just caught fire, like a piece of paper or something like that caught fire. He's a really tall man. He's like 6'6", really sort of stately, like a stately presence. He's wearing like a tie almost.
Okay.
He's got a book tucked underneath one of his hands. It looks like a very thick canon of the five-faced god. And at his belt, he has something that looks like a gauntleted fist made out of like a construct arm made out of adamantine that has a handle at the end of it, like he's fashioned one of these things into a heavy mace. He is wearing a very fine headband. He's trying to. It looks like he's brushed his hair to try to disguise that he's got it on him. The headband has a peculiar symbol on it.
Okay. I will take that next round.
He's a man of great presence. And then you're up there. Was this a stealth, or are you just up there?
He's just up there, really. I didn't have a chance to stealth.
Okay. Because these archer-like guys have really good perception checks.
They're humans that look up. Oh no.
25 and 34.
I imagine one of them saw me.
And then Jeremiah Smith. You there!
Ooh, me?
Is that the mighty Dugganschmirph of the Sylvan
I'll go
Acres?
for you. I know exactly where that guy is. Trouble he is.
Our terms. Deliver unto us all the constructs that live in that domicile, and we shall pull them apart, and then there will be no further violence between our gangs.
Okay. I guess bluff check.
Sure.
Very convincing, pal.
You seem to have us, so don't have much of a choice. Bluff plus 17. Of course, he is a priest with high wisdom. Then again, 30 is pretty good.
Very well then. Fly down here and join us. And I will make sure that no further violence is visited upon you. By the Gainful Exercise and the Gainful Militant, I swear to thee upon the 5 names of the 5-faced god.
Be right down! As in, I don't have any more actions.
Yep.
So.
The bone naga in the building
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
is climbing over this shit. Where's Capra? Oh, he's gone into the... Yeah, it's just...
Capra moves quickly. He's floating
Yeah,
120 feet away.
He's basically... The bone naga is just making its way through the stairwell over the difficult terrain and just scooting around, climbing around with its rib cage.
I've got wings and you don't.
Dee Dee.
Are you okay, Capra?
Just a little sage. Hey, that naga, that cowardly naga with the fake teeth, the dentures. Oh, he's such a cowardly naga.
there's a hiss. Yeah, Capra looks pretty beat up. So does Amadeus.
Yeah.
18 damage on Amadeus. You know, for being in the middle of a CR12 troop, Amadeus.
Well, they beat me one round, then they tried to grab me the next, and then they got blown up.
Yep.
It was very dangerous, but not a lot happened. Capra getting the shit exploded out of him was...
I think Dee Dee's going to come and join Capra to see if there's anything she needs to do to help him.
There's all sorts of bad things.
Oh, there's all sorts of big sizes bad things.
What was the big explosion? Like the whole place shook.
I don't know. But the big pipe fell down, fell, the skeletons blew me up. I was trying to leave the naga and the skeletons blew it up, and it fucking blew up before it.
They're like big bad wolves trying to blow our house down.
Stupid pipe. You're weak at the foundations with your stupid vicar, and you stop vicking it with building apart. It's falling apart.
Yeah. What he said.
Taylor?
She sees the skeleton on fire. She's going to try to shoot it and blow it up.
Okay.
Hopefully she fires true this time. Because FML. Okay. Taylor is...
It does have a bit of cover from the web, but it also is stuck to things that are grappled, so we'll call it a wash.
This is undead, so it is my second favorite enemy.
Nice.
Let's do rapid shot. 20, 11, 15, 16, 17. I've been screwing myself on Tella's. Hey, yay, look, you knew and you know how to do something, Tella. All right, so what's his DR?
5.
Okay. So 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus a sank. The first arrow does 11 damage. Second arrow does 13 damage.
Okay, as the two arrows connect, the thing explodes, which causes the skeletons that are holding powder kegs in their rib cages to also explode, and there's a series of explosions that affect no one and end up causing a bit of damage to that pallet pile. Bones go flying everywhere. Bones and bits of the kegs. However, it leaves behind a bit of a smoky area where the explosions happened. All the things we need to count later.
It sounds like it's close.
Stop making it look like you were close to that one. There's no close to show you close. Capra's got one leg with no hair on it left.
Mister, what are you doing?
Mistra. So this this is flush against the wall here, right?
Yep.
Mistra, come here. I'll heal you.
You'd have to stand here and attack around the corner, basically, and you'd be in its poison.
It smells bad. That smells bad.
Mistra, come here and I'll help you out.
Mistra is going to stand here in the middle of this group.
Okay. Look, you're in the flank. No.
Hamburger time.
God damn it, I gotta move.
And Mistra's beckoning towards Desaad.
Okay.
Fuck you, you come here.
Sunny in cutesy bad form.
Sunny is going to fly over to Mistra and is doing some freaking fucking dance on Mistra's head. He's readying to cast a spell. He's mounted Mistra to give him reach around Mistra.
All right, so Toten Tant skeletons are all destroyed. Those were really fun.
I'm the one who took it.
I liked it. It's a good idea.
The mummers, let's see. Are there any left outside? Yeah, there's one guy. He's going to dip down to get that staff. He spends basically the round trying to find the staff and then picks up the staff.
He's only allowed to pick up that staff if he's bringing it in here to put on our treasure pile.
The Iron War Golem is going to punch its way through the Raging Ogre Executioner.
Okay.
You will be destroyed. AC 39. AC 46.
Ow.
Damn.
Its 2 punches does 59 points of damage.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
the poison cloud sort of dissipates, beginning of its turn. Let's see when it can do it again. This is from last turn. So next turn. You guys don't know that, though. Allies and neighbors. It's not clear you guys are going to win, but pretty much everyone in the neighborhood has been woken up by the earthquake spell being cast, and maybe even others, as many china cabinets and bedrooms and anything not strapped down got jiggled a little bit.
Much rattling.
Yeah. Shake, rattle, and roll. Yes, the urban druid outside. I remember what she was going to do.
Smell that cloud and take con damage.
Nope. She moves up to one of these vents and looks in. So basically she's peeping in. I'll move her to the warehouse. Kind of.
Give me a fucking shoot that thing. Yeah, peep it in and see your eyes through that hole.
All right, let me look at the different versions of Spikestone.
There's spike growth and spikestone.
Spikestone is rocky ground floors, similar surfaces. Okay, that's the 4th level spell, and spike growth is the lower level?
It's the lower level one, and I think it's plants.
Okay, so Spikestones it is. 1 20-foot square per level, so 9 20-foot squares.
Mm-hmm. Hey, did I hear spellcasting at that window?
There's a 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Ah, god damn it!
Okay, rocky ground, stone floors, similar surfaces begin to kind of morph into a bunch of long, sharp points. And they're kind of grinding underneath your shoes.
She's not visible?
Nope. She's got a lot of cover, but she's kind of climbing like a spider along the outside of the wall.
Sunny knows what spell was cast.
Okay.
The stupid bat dancing on the cow changes its dance slightly. It's the bat is dancing on a cow.
All right.
I need telepathic bond.
Yeah. You're a few levels away from that, I think.
Yeah, my wizard's a little bit behind schedule.
The Gangle creatures are just basically collecting themselves outside. These guys do a full-out run. Ah, look at the freaks! Get out of here! Yeah, there's a bunch of yellings about freaks outside. Cog? And Assad.
What's the DC? What's the reflex save on this crap?
And the caster level?
19?
I think. Do you have trap spire, Desaad?
Desaad?
Because this is a trap, so he would get like a rogue roll to.
Yeah, he does. Hold on.
Like he'd get a free. The ground
Wait,
underneath me is
oh,
a
he
trap
did.
check.
Oh, it's obvious. It's not.
Oh,
Trap finding, yeah.
Yeah, it.
Okay, so he knows it's spiky ground. Okay.
Yeah, you know it's spiky ground.
Okay, Cog is just gonna just.
Are you immune to poison, Cog?
Poison, you say?
Like,
No. No.
Okay, you're starting to move away. Sunny's casting a spell. He's giving life bubble to
Well,
Slake.
no, hold on. So you start. Oh, you're readying on his movement. Okay.
I readied on what I think I've got the maximum number of guys I can get with my spell.
Okay.
He's moving away. He's going towards the thing that makes the death cloud. He needs the spell to protect from the death cloud.
Are you doing anything to say like?
I'm a bat doing a dance. So Slake, who can reject the spell if he wants, but I tried anyway.
He does.
Mistra, Sunny, Cog, and Agony get life bubble.
Nice. It's like communal life bubble or something.
Life bubble is it's just regular life bubble, which is creatures touched.
Add that to your tokens.
Oh yeah.
So you're now immune to cloud kill.
Fuck yeah.
And other poison gassy effects. Also, if you get shot into space, you're still good.
All right. So this spell says, in addition, each creature moving through the area takes 1d8 points of damage for each 5 feet of movement through the spiked area.
Yep.
Now reflex save, right?
The reflex save. No, the reflex save is versus.
The damage is auto.
Yep.
Oh, then I'm not doing that crap.
Do you have spellcraft or anything to let you know that that's how?
Well, I'll have to move. I'll move to know that. But let's see. Do I have spellcraft? I believe I have something like that. Yes, I do.
The spell was cast. You could theoretically.
DC 23.
Nope.
No, just a bunch of spikes in the ground.
Ha! I can do this. I am Cog with a high dex. Whoop. I'll do 5 feet. See what the F happens to me. And your reflex save.
Okay, you take 6 damage from that first 5 feet, and you avoid.
Stop moving.
You avoid injury on your feet.
I avoid injury? No, I take the damage.
No.
But
your move speed doesn't get permanently reduced.
You avoid serious injury on your feet.
Got it. So I take 6 damage. I'm like,
the bat is.
It's best not to move in this.
The bat's dance changes slightly, and it looks like it's hopping.
This was also a move, not a step, because it's difficult terrain.
Yeah. Okay, I pull out a potion. And I drink it. Fly.
Okay.
I think the bat gave you a thumbs up.
Which is kind of attached to his wing, so it's just a wing.
The wing went up.
Das.
Desaad's going to take the round to turn into a flying kobold.
Okay.
And fly the fuck out of that bullcrap.
I think I have your form somewhere in the darkness here. Stairwell, maybe.
Is this area up here empty? Like clear? Yeah, he flies over to here.
Okay.
He's gonna change back, but
It's fine.
he moved. Yeah.
I'll give you a hand. Don't move.
What area is clear where? Where are you asking?
I was just saying north, like this area up here, or is it right at the wall?
It's right at the wall.
Okay, so is there any, like maybe on this side? Can you fly over here?
Yep.
Okay, so I was over here. I'm gonna start flying towards that side.
Okay. Hob archers have called it a day. That one guy is escaping and running back to his neighborhood where there's a pitched battle going on. He will hide at a small grocery stand that is owned by his family. He calls fair escape.
Everyone in the plague.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't bit by a tick, or maybe there's just this one tick.
This one tick, just like morning, he's like, pustules.
All right, the resplendent engine being commanded from within. Is going to Spend an action to drive off of here. How fast can it move?